Ancient. It's time for Ancient. Let's see what we got here. Nouns, where will they run it down next? Because I guarantee they're gonna.
A. Mid.
Full 5. Seems like, oh, I bet we get a middle fight. You think straight A?
Yeah. I think
Looking
straight
like
A.
You're right. There's a smoke for back sight, I think, and then Carson's just going to give this a little look, and it's actually aggressive lane take, so this is the perfect play call. You're going to have a brawl with Donut, and CJ down. This could actually be a problem. Bomb! Uh-oh, no one was covering it. Come on, fellas. That's the one thing you got to keep secure in this play call. Oh, this one's bad for Nouns. If you're going to leave Donut open from the smoke, you have to fight it. You got to fight the one that you don't take. That's a tough one.
I think it's better to smoke out Donut if you're in the limited utility you have in that pistol round, right, than what they did. So anyway, it didn't work out at all. I agree with you. Got to protect that angle. And the Bad News Bears, I think, did the exact thing that would counter the Nouns' strat perfectly by pushing into mid, gaining the information there, and realizing, well, with the information they got, audio cues, that they needed to rotate back into that A site. They hit their first shot. Then the second one, like you mentioned, no one defending B-Wills, who was trying to plant that bomb. And Nouns are down in its first round. Tech9's bought up. They're going to go for a quick hit. Could work out. Arzu's got utility out, and he's done. MarKE clotheslines him, and they should have a plant out of this.
Can't be fumbling with the nades there. Oof, he's got run down. That was ambitious for MarKE, feeling the juice off the first kill. Thought he might go for more, but yeah, with the bomb now down, this is very tough. And they've got no flank as well. That's a big issue. They're all coming from the same side, right? They're just going to get chewed up. That spam through smoke. Steel was trying to get positioned for the fade, but right now, I don't even know what's going on. It's all about the brawl. Here they go. Umar making waves, making moves, getting on the bomb as well. No one's positioned for this. They got to deny him, and they'll do so. And with it, that's the round. Sonic's trying to back away. He's not got a kit. He's just trying to save the M4 and get out of here. They're not going to allow him. Carson would have been happy to go up and smoke, and he will indeed.
Goodness.
Well, I don't think this game's going to be slowing down.
No, absolutely not. No, just take that B site immediately. Good smokes thrown as well. I mean, they were on the force buy with the Tech9s, and the shots hit. That swing from the MAC-10 that was in Cynic's hands denies the attempted defusal, which would have been a 10-second defuse anyway, and then Sonic can't really do much afterwards. So after losing the first, Nouns immediately strike back, and they force Bad News Bears into a pistol round, although Umar does have the MP5. What are they trying to do here? It looks like, yeah, aggression coming through from the Bad News Bears. They charge down that ramp at the B site. They're going to get mid. They have so much information here. They know it's A already here, only 20 seconds into the round. Will it make a difference, though, is another question.
This time there's smokes for every angle. It's going to be about the brawl, about the spam. How do you know your lineup? Steel knows them pretty dang well, and now they're coming through. Get some kills beforehand. It cost them. Bomb's going to be down this time at least. That won't be denied, though RC will try. But this is just madness. And well, the SMGs have won in the brawl. When all is said and done, it's all on Abu. Had a crazy 1v4. And that was when his opponents had pistols in hand. This a little bit trickier. Carson will finish things off.
Just wow from both sides. I think Nouns did slow it down a little bit on their execute into the A site. We got those smoke lineups going and then threw them out and immediately charged out. But by that point, the Bad News Bears also being aggressive on a round where they felt like they didn't have much firepower, which I do agree with, just with those pistols out. Charging down the B ramp, also going through from Red Room into mid. The information was gained, but it just wasn't enough by that point because Nouns had already taken the A site, and with the pistols, they just didn't have enough firepower, despite the fact that Steel gets a nice one right before the bomb is planted. Here we go, though, round number 4, and Nouns are on the A site right when I finished talking about the previous round. Oh, look at these pistols!
Okay.
This is just a full eco! And, well...
Getting some spice out of it. I think just the reality, the frenetic pace of play for what Nouns are trying to do is, you know, live by the sword, die by the sword.
Zeus. And
Arzu's thinking he might just get a Zeus kill here, and I'm honestly thinking he might.
Yeah, it feels very probable. Yeah, he's
No, tried to corner it, tried to guess the timing on it, and Carson picks up his 4th kill of the round. A lot of MAC 10 money made there. They got the cash for days, and they got a 3-1 leader right now. So, Op's going to be out for Bad News Bears. It's glass cannon on Umar. Don't love that for him. This is going to be a very important round for the Bad News Bears if they're going to slow down this pace from now at all.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're seeing the auto shotty come out from Steel. That's another weapon in Counter-Strike 2 that's become so very potent because of the way mechanics have changed. The fact that you have that peeker's advantage and you can just pop around a corner and get 3 kills very quickly if your opponent's heading that direction. So we'll see if it pays off here. Umar misses the off shot, gets the second one though. B-Will's drop, but they already have the sight on now this side. Look at Mark, he's already going CT, but he does get taken down by Boo. Bomb will be planted. Umar's trying to get out of the smoke. He can't. He couldn't get back up top into Catacomb. And now a chance for Nouns to strike back, and they do. 3v3. Smokes are getting blown away by nades, but as it stands, Nouns hold their ground until Arzu gets 1, and then it's traded. Cynic finds 2 right on back, and Nouns looking to close out another round here. It's hard to keep up, Mike.
It is. It is. It is. It's just madness. Smokes go down. It's just A-site takes. Smokes go down. Everyone swings through smokes from both sides too. It's not like it's just one side pushing the smoke trying to get back into it. It's everywhere. I'm trying to wrap my head around what's happening right now. But look, the long-term implications of that round are the Bad News Bears are broke in this one. They're having to eco. Steel's got a Nova. Why not? That's another gun we've seen some players picking up. No armor on 3 players. This one shouldn't be viable. It's just going to be the A-take again. Why not? It's been working. They're just going to keep making it work until it don't. And MarKE, he's making it work. Don't need to commit, but they're going to. So it's just a massacre every which way, and Arzu is the lone survivor. Arzu, 5-7, into Dream. A little bit of spam harassment. Might catch somebody reloading here. Gets 1, but that's all she wrote. And clearly, Nouns are not terribly concerned about the casualty rate.
No, not at all. They got plenty of money, and, well, they've rushed A. I think that's 3 rounds in a row. It has to be this time. I think they're going to rush B instead this round. Oh, my goodness. Line up your smokes, toss them, and go on in, boys. No hesitation. That's the Nouns way now. Okay, well, it looks like they're leaning in potentially to mid this time. There it is. Mid going out. Nade is tossed. They connect for a bit of damage. They have control thanks to the smoke thrown for Red Room. And they're already out and in position to deny anyone that might try to peek out. But Arzu through the wall gets CJ. And then Umar drops MarKE with the AWP. Carson's managed to get through in through Donut. And Umar doesn't even expect them to be that fast.
I think a lot of this is off of the audio as well. We're going to talk about it in a second after this round because this round is very much on. And reminder for the Bad News Bears, a huge amount of this is about staying healthy as well. Sonic does manage to clear out mid. They would really love to keep the bodies up here. Boo's going to be lost. Sonic as well. It's getting expensive, and now the round's in doubt. Oh, no! A swing through. Carson gets the kill as he gets naded. But guessing the wrong direction means that finally the Bad News Bears will be able to stack on their second gun round. The problem is only 1 survivor. They are going to be in a tough economic spot right here.
I think they'll be okay, but yeah, I mean, the problem is they're going to have to invest most of their money just to get a proper buy up here, which means that Nouns are going to have another opportunity to shut them down and make them go for another pistol round or perhaps just a half buy. Anyway.
So, talking about sound, part of why this pace of play is working for Nouns is that sound is, if you haven't been playing since the swap to Counter-Strike 2, sound is different and just different enough, and that it's very tough to tell directional audio right now in certain high tension moments, especially when there's a lot going on. So you can tell that Umar, after getting his smoke down and the smoke blooming and the shots in mid, he couldn't quite hear. He didn't have that snap around response that someone was rocking out of donut on him, and he just gets caught thinking that they might be pressuring A main based on what they've done every other round. Speaking of, not doing what you've done every other round. We got a B take. We got a B play. We got Arzu swinging back around the pillar. And now Utility's going to force these players back. Keep the pressure on. Actually, most of the nades have been spent here for Nouns with a clear out into Cave. That's huge. That's a massive find. And another kill for CJ as well. Steel's dancing around on sight. How is he winning that?
I don't know.
2-on-2. Bomb's not down, John.
Cynic fakes it. He's trying to draw out a peek, and they do. Oh.
Oh, why
Nasty.
not? Oh, spots the op. Spots the op. MarKE knows it's here. He's still trying to bait this. Bomb's going to finally go down. They're going to boost.
That's a really good play.
Is it? It's cheeky. It's interesting.
Well, the thing is, if the op comes around the corner and you're stacked up on top of each other's heads, there's only one player he can get as long as you're playing the angles, right? And you can also surprise him. Oh, nice shot from Umar. Okay,
aim.
maybe not.
Oh, he has no idea Cynic's got out.
Yeah.
He's a dead man. He is 100% a dead man. There's just no doubting it.
What a move.
And Cynic will put one into his temple.
Living up to his old name of Sneaky. Slipping on through there. And just not even spotted at all. That was wonderfully done. 6-2 in favor of Nouns. And as we mentioned, well, because of the damage that was done to the Bad News Bears in the round they won with only one player surviving, their economy, because of that round loss, is kind of bad. So they're going to have to settle for some pistols. Maybe they force up here. Steel appears to want to. Maybe it's just, this could just be a Hero A1S. Not 100% sure on that. Yeah, it looks like he just wants to get the Hero A1S out with the MP9. We'll see how that pans out for them. But as it stands, Nouns continue their crazy fast pace of play as they go into bomb site after bomb site within the first 30 seconds, even 20 seconds of the rounds. 4 players heading into B. The bomb is dropped now right outside of T-spawn, so this could be a slower round as a result. Well, not really. They're just going for some really quick mid-control. Arzu has a chance, and he doesn't get the frag onto CJ. He is taken down, and that is Jaguar control, almost Cave control. Steel's waiting here. That Molotov's going to force him out of position, and there you go. He even takes some damage from it. Then just to fall back, but that favors MarKE coming into this angle. What a shot from Sonic, peeking around towards ramp. That Deagle, ever lethal.
Ooh, gee. Look at Carson, though. He's all the way through in the spawn. He can't even quite believe that he's all the way through here. Sonic can believe it, though. Sonic's clearing as if it's happened. Sonic has a very good idea that this is the case. Oh, no. Timing. He's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, his teammates are about to be so very mad with him. There's the shot. There's the kill. The follow-up as well. And the A site is lost.
That's the problem. When
I thought you were holding that, bro.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oopsie. Did I do that?
He's got it, though. Deagle.
He's got it?
Yeah.
He's got the first kill. I don't know about it.
Okay, no. I was wrong this time.
Trying to call your shot twice. I appreciate it. Appreciate the gumption, but no, not on that one. Not on that one.
Whew.
7 rounds already secured.
Look,
This frenetic pace of play not stopping here whatsoever.
this is the first time the Bad News Bears have played Ancient in CS2, but back in CSGO, they were on a 3-game losing streak on the map, but every single map went 28 or more rounds. I thought they'd be closer here, but it's not the case so far. Sonic does get the opener onto Carson, so maybe they can climb their way back into this half. Only 3 rounds left. Try and do something, though. Arzu waits in Jaguar. Molotov burns away and doesn't really do much damage to him at all. In fact, no damage. Positioning. And Nouns, they're into the B site. No one's here.
There is someone in cave at least, though. This retake could be on. Steel wants to go through. Oh, that flashbang was lethal. But he only does get one. The swing back in. Lots of damage. Kills not through, but Arzu now has them. It's just like the MarKE, and MarKE will be put down. They win a round, and most importantly, John, they actually keep players alive this time.
Yeah, that's really important, of course, so their economy into the half, so it's not going to matter that much, but at least, yeah, stabilizing so that in this following round, it won't be as bad. Although you do see Arzu and Umar down to only $50 and Steel below 1K. So, yeah, I think they definitely need some momentum here. A second round victory in a row, close at the half and make it 5-7. We'll have to wait and see what materializes. Right there, though, that was a really good job collapsing back in on the B site as Umar gets the opener on MarKE.
MarKE was opping? Scouting? Yeah, scope.
Yeah, that's right.
What was going on there?
I don't know.
I didn't even think to look. MarKE doesn't op. What's going on? Oh, fast playing towards mid. Carson is through, but he's shut down. And it's over and done with it. So this is looking very reminiscent of Mirage, where we get this late rally and recovery here. And now there's just one round remaining.
Yeah, not much to buy up here on the Nouns side. They will probably have mostly pistols. They do have that one rifle in Carson's hands, but everyone else needs to be a utility. So they can't afford to buy anything more than perhaps those Tech 9s and Deagles. Do you see Cynic, instead of going... Oh, no, he had enough. Excuse me. He had enough for the Galil, the 2 flashbangs, and the armor. So we'll see if Nouns can pull one more rabbit out of their hat with a quick push here into the B site. Carson already out. Look at this. Can he get a frag? That's another question. They might have overlooked Cave. No, they smoke it out and still tries to peek, and he gets completely clothesline. Arzu finds the trade. Maybe the bad news are to get back into this one, but the bomb is down, and Sonic finds Carson, and Umar gets MarKE. They are going to do more than get back into this. It's a 4v2.
They are indeed. Lots going to be on Cynic here, which is getting random spam on through, trying to get the ticks. B-Will somehow, that's a frag, a second as well. Tech 9 in 6 HP, and he's just killed 2. Now it's a 1v2 for Boo. He's got the nadage. Ooh, picks the wrong spot with it. That HE could have finished off a player, and the molly lands in a smoke. Tap on it, trying to bait the response. Gonna get the first, but not the second. It will be 8 rounds on the board as Nouns take us to the half.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
We are back alive on in. Bad News Bears potentially down and out. They are down a map already. Mirage was a slaughter. But at least this time they're going to get a free site.
Easy peasy.
Is this a mirror of the first half pistol? Feels that way. Steal deleted. But it's all going to be about the donut fight. The bomb gets planted this time because they did in fact learn their lesson and fight donut, but they're just not fighting it very well right now. Boo. Hero of a pistol on Mirage. Can he do it again? He's trying to. No, not right now. It's all left to Sonic. He's dinked up. He's dropped down, and plenty of time for that defuse. When it rains, it pours. And right now, it's pouring out rounds for the Nouns.
You know, when Nouns are starting to do the little bit of damage to their teammates, that they're having a little too much
just
fun.
Just a little goofy trolling. Little fun between friends.
That's fine. That's fine. 9-4 in favor of Nouns. And, I mean, the way they've been playing, it's been very fast-paced. It's working for them overall, so you can't blame them for being satisfied with the results so far. Bad News Bears, they are going to force. Got that bomb plant, so it's going to be 3 Galils, the Scout, and the Deagle. Umar is rocking that Deagle. Where are they leaning towards? Looks like Bad News Bears are going for a slower pace of play than now, which is not hard. Okay, Sonic drops Carson as... Look at this, he's just charging up! He got 2!
If you're wondering whether they were just going to keep fighting everything in existence, the answer is yes.
Yes!
They've even spotted the bomb now, and they're still committing. Cynic with the Negev. Don't know if that's going to be the gun for CS2.
Yeah.
Feels like sort of the opposite of the ethos of how things are working so far. But they do a little trolling.
Yeah. And I mean, you see, even the problem is when you try to slow it up and, you know, play passively and hold the angles, it's still hard to stop those really fast-paced plays. Anyway, going into the B site, looks like the Bad News Bears have so far settled things down.
Retake
Cynic with the Negev. Look, who knows?
All right, I want to see it. How's this going to work?
It's just will.
How's this going to work, Cynic?
You have to play off B-Wills.
I think B-Will has to play off you.
Yeah.
Come on, bro, swing. Swing with the Negev. Swing with, you bought the gun. You bought the gun. Justify it. Oh yeah, you're gonna save. He's gonna save the Negev. All right.
I think he's gonna save something else, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Can he get to it? No, he's really far from the fight that took place over at A main.
He's saving the Negev.
Okay. It's debatable, but that is what's happening. I would have liked to see him go for the retake, to be honest. I'm surprised B-Wills went in by himself and Cynic wasn't supporting at all. But that's how Nouns decided to play it. 9-5 in their favor as the Bad News Bears do pull off the force by round victory. It's going to be a full-on buy coming through. They're trying to do some creative accounting here, dropping guns around. And yeah, at the end of the day, they're looking like they're going to have the 3 Galils, the AK, and the MAC-10 with still a lot of money left in the bank for Umar, Sonic, and Boo. On the other side, Nouns, well, guess what? They're forced.
And guess what? It's working. Negev finds home. MarKE gets one as well. Damage done massively back the other way. And B-Will's caught. Now makes this look a whole lot better. Look at the remaining health bar for these 3 players. Headshots are bust, baby. Cynic will not be finding another victim off the Negev. But they picked the right site to stack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Bad News Bears. 1 kill in. Oh! For a moment, I thought it was gonna happen, but 4 kills from Steel will put this one to bed, and we might actually be seeing a Nouns eco. We should be seeing a Nouns eco, dare I say.
Yes, this has to be an eco if they want to play seriously here, which I assume they want to and win as well, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. Eco coming through. Yeah. I don't know.
He bought a... No. Come on.
Yep.
I really just have no words. I mean, this is looking like this isn't even looking like the Nouns team. This is looking like the Choco Czech team of 2 years ago.
Yes, exactly that. Oh well, let's see if Cynic can do anything with his ill-advised investment into Negev. I mean, come on, you gotta at least stand your ground, Cynic.
If you want to goof around, buy a Nova.
Yeah, that's actually a good buy-up.
Won't go so far as to say good.
Well, I mean, if you're on Nico and you have
justifiable buy-up in this situation. If you
in this situation, nothing's justifiable, I would say.
If you wanted to be foolish about your purchases. You ever just troll so hard you throw away a half a Counter-Strike? Because Cynic has. Many a time.
Many times,
it's been a while. It's been a while. If you can't tell from our frustration here, this is just... this is something we haven't seen from this roster in a long time. And it's something that used to be a big problem for them. Is getting a little too goofy with some of their economic purchases. And right now, Cynic's going to be on to an MP9 as a result of his Negev in the last. I mean, look, the SMGs are good. So he could certainly still make this one work.
Yeah. And they have mid control.
Oh, and
they can call
pushing.
Yeah.
You madman, can't stick around now. Yep, has to back away. Still that confirmed presence around the elbow. They're going to waste a lot of utility. Clearing it back up. Mission, frankly, accomplished. You'd obviously have liked to kill and not have lost B-Wills here. Ain't the worst thing in the world. That is, though, sticking way too far around. Way too close on the angle. CJ trades himself out 1-for-1, and they just can't help themselves right now. Nouns, like moths to the flame, they can't shift gears. They've set up this pace of play, and MarKE never should have had that kill, but he does somehow make it work. But he's now alone. He's getting pressure from mid as well. He's just going to fly into the fight, and Arzu will put him down. We are now 1 round away from a tied scoreline. Nouns have completely let the momentum slip here.
Yeah, and it's entirely their fault. I mean, they had control of the match and decided to get way too loose with their style of play. Sure, it had been working for a long time, but once you get stopped a couple of rounds in a row, you gotta put the brakes on, and they absolutely do not, especially Cynic with the force buys. That's, I think, the most egregious thing that happened. He cost his team quite a bit by buying up that Negev for 3 rounds, I think it was, unnecessily. So
2 rounds.
We'll
it was
see.
only
Look,
2.
okay, sorry. But either way, you know, it's going to be a tie game probably now. As a result, 9-9. They do still have the lead for now, but they only have the pistols in their hands.
And as I think many people have learned in their own games, okay, MarKE, making me believe for a moment. Once you start going to the death spiral of trolling, sometimes it's tough to pull up. Oh, don't fight this. Don't fight this.
There's
not
no
with
way.
the bomb.
There's no
not
way.
with the bomb, Sonic.
There's no way.
Oh my God, Sonic, you can't do this. Not here, not now. Can't fumble it now. Oh, the pinch could be on. He's got to deal with Cynic, who now has an AK. He's burning. He's ticked away. Cynic's gained the ground, and he's going to put him in the dirt. No, that was the round for Bad News Bears to retake control. They had done all of the hard work. They'd cleared out the stack on site. They nearly had a bomb plant, but they get sucked into that fight in mid, and they just cannot deal with the 5-7.
Yeah, that was bad, though. I mean, they kept taking the fight, like you were saying. They did not have to. Sonic, with the bomb on his back, was just so committed to it. And, I mean, the Bad News Bears, they had that round in their grasp and just spent way too much time around mid against, again, just pistols. Although they are powerful in CS2, still, yeah, you need to be more disciplined. Sonic gets the opener, though. Bad News Bears' hope is not lost yet. CJ's got control of mid. So the Bad News Bears are going to have to use some util to at least get control back here. And I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon with that smoke being thrown. Arzu waiting for the smoke to fade on his side. CJ's going to toss the util, and that Molotov could cause a lot of problems with the Bad News Bears. It does. Umar manages to get a frag onto B-Wills, though, and then the second on Cynic. He cleared out the B side almost all by himself. Still MarKE here, who gets one, but no more. Steel drops him. CJ, last one standing, and his last known position was towards mid, so the Bad News Bears know they have B. Well, well, well.
How the turns table.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Arzu, dead man. Can't throw away all your guns here if you're Bad News Bears. Your money's not exactly healthy. As we've seen, a limited buy Nouns is still a thing to be feared. It's that moment of hesitation on peaks now. And it's just, if you're wondering why you're seeing this, it's not because the players have gotten any slower. It's genuinely because of subtick and however the game is handling these peaks. It's very, it feels like a big slide backwards from Go at this point, because it is just, you would never see that sort of, that moment where both their crosshairs go past each other and then they snap too. It's just, it's crazy.
Some would say a Michael Jackson slide.
Nope, that's out. We don't have those anymore. They fixed it.
I know.
They patched it tonight, folks. No more hee-hees in your public games.
Nouns. Gonna be leaning into A, a couple players, in fact, and the M4's here. That's the important part. But it needs to do damage, and it won't. Sonic comes around that corner. Peeker's advantage coming through not once, not twice, but 3 times for him. And that'll be that for the round as the bomb goes down. Only Cynic and B was left. And Cynic, I mean, he's on a mission to save. There's no reason he wants to throw this op away.
Yep, certainly. I mean, if anything, the rifle they bought over on A may have cost them a kill, right? The first player drops it. Second player tries to pick it up and switch to it. Gets killed before he's even got the gun out, so... Unfortunate for the Nouns there, but Bad News Bears will finally get to where they should have been. Tied up.
Indeed.
We're gone the distance here, John.
Yes.
And all it took was some creative economic management.
10-10. Nouns will have another buy up here. But now Inferno's on the minds of the Bad News Bears. They want to take this map on Ancient and then see what Nouns will bring their way on a map like Inferno, which also hasn't been the greatest for Nouns. They do have a positive round differential at +11 there. That's only because they've blown out 2 teams. They actually have a losing record at 2-3. And on the other side for the Bad News Bears, actually Inferno's not great for them either, but they've had a lot of very, very tightly contested matches. So we'll have to see if we get there. We're not there yet, and Nouns certainly could come back. We talked about their mental resilience. They're very strong in that regard, so it wouldn't surprise me to see them get control of things on the fly here. Have settled down quite a bit. That aggression is gone. Well, no.
Swing in, Sonic around the edge of the smoke. Oh, the chase from Steel. That's going to cost them. And MarKE's able to get away, so man advantage here for Nouns. And you can tell they're playing a lot more buttoned up. Backing away, readjusting, trying to read the rotations, trying to keep the numbers where the presence might be coming through. And MarKE, he's on the right angle. Who's walking into this boost deleted? MarKE with a snap around. Now Umar and Arzu. Arzu's got some decent positioning, but he's smoked up. He's going to try and challenge it, and it's going to work.
Whoa.
B-Will's caught repositioning. Now the bomb's going to go down. It's going to be a 3-on-2 retake. As these numbers get punched in. And Cynic just now will begin his rotate, begin his shift on through.
He's got to be careful, too, that he doesn't get caught out before CJ and MarKE get in position. Cynic misses the shot. There it is. That was the problem. He couldn't avoid it. Umar does take a lot of damage in the fight. At least information gained here for
Arzu's ahead of it. Arzu's ahead of it. He's thunder stomping, but do they know? They do indeed. He'll be cleared out. It's all on Umar, who's the wounded man with the AWP, but it's enough.
No.
The Tech 9 comes out, and he's just too quick. The rollerblade sliding through, and now the Bad News Bears, they've got the lead. They've got the money broken on the Nouns side. This could be their map.
You just see how hard it is to hold angles there for Cynic. I don't think he necessarily did anything wrong, aside from dying before his teammates could get into position, but he was just waiting, holding the angle, and they peeked him, and he couldn't hit the shot because it's so difficult to do in those types of situations. So there you go, 11-10 in favor of the Bad News Bears, and of course a great play from Umar with the Tech 9, making the right move, swinging around those corners, and he hits his 17th and 18th frags of the match behind only Sonic, who's at 19. Bad News Bears on the cusp of securing at least overtime with a 12th round victory. The last time they faced off against these Nouns 5-7s, they lost.
Oh, and there's a little thing called an op as well. Cynic gets the peek out, but he's not going to know Steel so far forward. And he's going to live. He's going to live. He's just so fast into the swing. They can't get away. Now Steel's dinged. All fighting cave is messy, to say the least. And Carson tagged up off of an HE. That was in mid. B-Wolves, they may not know he's so far forward, right? The smoke's in. Steel's not going to expect this reaggression.
Steel's not even looking for it.
Sonic's killed elsewhere. Steel, his vision dragged for the mid presence, right? His team's calm that they gave up mid, right? So he's wary that window peek's going to come through. And B-Wells, he's just flying around the site, just headshotting. But Umar, speaking of headshotting, he's worked out that the Tech 9 might just be better than the op for him. Down to 1 health.
He got tagged.
Caught a brick. So Cynic didn't get the kill. But this HE just might. There's an HE and a Molotov. Pick your spot carefully, Umar, because this is a game of Battleship right now. Carson, gonna be dropped. Was just trying to go gun out. CJ just needs to land one bullet, one tick of the flame.
He's got to take the fight fast, though. He doesn't have the kit.
Oh, no! Umar hits it, no scope to boot. Umar finding a round out of what looked to be ruin, but that's all they need. Doesn't matter how you win the rounds, just that you do.
Wow. That is something else from Umar. He stepped up in the 1v2 the round before. There he pulls off the 1v4 clutch. Well done and earned every bit of it, winning those fights. I mean, unlucky for Cynic. We have to talk about that. He tags him, gets him down to 1 HP, but it was through the wall, and it wasn't enough. Now B-Will's trying to hold the fort. Steel takes him down. He does manage to get a second, Cynic down. B-Will's still standing, and the round is already over before I can even cap off how many frags came through. 12-11 for the Bad News Bears.
Quick onslaught, quick slaughter. So here we go. Overtime, is it on deck? Nouns looked like they had this map in full control for so very long until suddenly, well, they maybe got a little ahead of themselves. Now we find out if they can do a do-over. If they can bring us into OT. They're now mid. Steel braving a Molotov to try and set up some utility, and it's going to cost him. Oh, and the peek back out. That's the bomb confirmed as well. B-Will just fighting, starting to take full advantage of the CT aggression. A smoke up to block Sonic. This is looking like OT, John.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what a great peek from B-Wills, and MarKE, good communication with him. Say, look, B-Wills, go again. I'm throwing the flashbang, and perfectly timed to give him the 5v3 advantage. Like you said, the bomb spotted as well, and now it's at their feet. Bad News Bears are in such a tough spot. MarKE's waiting right outside double doors. B-Wills as well. They got 3 players here now. So little BNB can do, and a bigger problem is no flashbangs. Only smokes and an HE. B-Will's going to throw a flash of his own, though. Delay the Bad News Bears even further, and Nouns actually being extremely disciplined here.
They're just trying to buy time off this utility. Oh, Molly comes through. Molly comes through. The smoke doesn't even extinguish it.
How was Umar hitting something show?
I think Beebles gave him a look. But that's a nice shot on. And now it's just Umar, and this would be the most ridiculous round yet. This one surely an impossibility, and indeed, he is just dropped on it down. We're going for more. We're going to OT here, John.
Indeed. Overtime going to kick off. We're back to MR30 now. or MR15,
Yeah,
excuse me.
I mean, basically, yeah. Basically, it's just an MR15 game. It's just a normal one.
Yeah. Normal game coming through as the timeout is called here.
Someone said, hey, wait, we don't get a break? We're not supposed to have a break. We're supposed to roll right on through, but taking a little bit of time to discuss things and how they want to approach this overtime. 12,500. Overtime as you're traditionally used to seeing it, folks. First to 4 rounds wins.
Yes.
So we're looking for 16, the number we used to look for every game.
Absolutely. Feels like it was just a month ago. Oh, it was. No, but honestly, I kind of like the overtime money in Premier, Mike, at 10K. It forces you to make more choices versus a 12.5, which leaves you the more freedom to kind of play out, which depends on what you prefer, right? Do you prefer all the teams having pretty much enough money to buy up every single round in overtime, or do you want them to have that, do I save? Do I go for it? You know,
I like there to be, you're going to have gun rounds unless you make some very foolhardy choices.
okay, then 12.5 for you.
That to me is what I like, which is why I like 12.5. If you just play traditional, economic CS, you're going to have a buy pretty much every round. If you get blanked the first 2 rounds, you might have to make some decisions there at the tail end. But I think this is a good one.
Fair enough.
And it seems like we are going to be in this timeout pause for a little while. So we'll go ahead and throw to a break, and hopefully that'll fix it, and we'll be right back. And we are back into the fun. Thanks for sticking with us there. Hopefully we're about to be unpaused. Seems like that's going to be the case. We had a little bit of a latency issue going on, but it seems to have stabilized. How do they even know, John? Can't check netgraph.
I don't know. Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's probably still ways, right?
We should be live in just a moment. Let's tell the story for anyone who's tuning back in.
Yeah.
It was a commanding game from Nouns once again, much as Mirage had gone. Then they got a little goofy, bought a couple of negevs, trolled their eco a little bit, and suddenly Bad News Bears, up 12-10, looked like they could close the map away when suddenly a B hit goes awry, and then aggression in the next, and B-Wills delivering a bit of a Heimlich maneuver onto his team, nets them into overtime.
Indeed. Yeah. So Nouns recovering. I did mention they are very resilient in those types of moments and often are able
They
to
gotta
recover
be.
even if the crazy, yeah, with all those crazy plays that Cynic decides to pull off, you know, you need to be ready to switch gears quickly. And they did finally. It took them a little while, but at least they make it into overtime. They had an 8-4 lead at the end of the first half. And I mean, like you said, it felt like things were just going to cruise along like a bit of Mirage, but not to be. MarKE is going to get through that Molotov, surprising, but he wants this space, and a good idea overall. Doesn't take that much damage from the nade, and then Carson finds Sonic. B-Wills peeks around the ramp at B site, and Steel is his next victim, and he comes back for more! Finally dropped as a flip as he dies. Right after that, though, Cynic takes down Arzu, and Boo is the last one standing.
B-Wills has entered his final form. Swing Wills. Ooh, you don't have to swing them now. You have full bomb control. You have full bomb control.
So they're swinging.
But you know they're committing to the swing life. They didn't choose the swing life. CS2 chose it for them.
Indeed. Well, it worked. Man, B-Wills, I can't believe he goes back to that fight so many times. But yeah, I mean, it works out more often than not in CS2, especially those little jiggle peaks, right? Either way, 13-12 in favor of Nouns. They do have 3 rounds in a row going back to regulation. And let's see if that aggression comes through again. Into mid, of course, that's pretty standard, sending 2 players down on Ancient to try and get that control. And Bad News Bears are trying to deny it. They throw a couple of nades out. That Molotov is preventing them from getting out, but they didn't even try. They're bunched up towards A main. 1 player lurking, Steel into B, and he's already gone. So the lurk is gone. Information gained for Nouns. Are probably going to start rotating A now.
CJ just trying to pre-fire that through the corner. That's, you talk about being nervous of the peak coming through. Nade up on that smoke. Sonic will get the kill, though. Carson not able to zero it in. B-Wills, though, fighting all the way through, and they just go for it. They just rip it. Bomb never even planted. It's Nouns all the way.
That was just a slaughter. Nouns taking care of everyone left in that round within 2 seconds. Well done. Committing to the retake. And now we're in the last round of this first half of action in overtime. Nouns could be on for 3 map points if they secure the sweep here in this first half. Bad News Bears have certainly not played the T side as aggressively as Nouns have. They've taken their time trying to go for patient plays, and I mean, it did reward them quite a bit as we're in overtime. They managed to get quite a few rounds, but now it's just Nouns. They decided to get more disciplined play, and it's working out marvelously.
The discipline. Hey. A little spicy up here. CJ getting very spicy, snapping around. Third kill found, all on his Steel, and he doesn't even have the bomb. Oh no, poor Steel. Trying to make something happen here. He's burning, he's on fire, and he'll give CJ his 4th kill of the round. So the first half of overtime, it's all Nouns. And now they just need 1 T-side round, and this thing's done. They're putting it to bed. They're taking the dub. They're winning their first match of this season at ESL Challenger League.
Yeah, I mean, look, that disciplined play we saw on CT side, sure, they had aggression. It's normal to have aggression on Ancient. You need to, especially towards mid, like I was saying. but nothing close to what we were seeing when they were fooling around and the Negev came out a couple of times. They've really battened down the hatches, and now they're going over to their T side, which, I mean, the aggression works. They can continue to go for those pass plays because the bad users didn't have an answer for it in regulation. Steel, though, holds the angle, and it works that time. CJ dropped, but Cynic gets the trade, although he does take a lot of damage in the process. Arzu trying to go up close and personal here towards the ramp. It could cost him. Oh, good nade thrown into the smoke, but Beeble's not ready for that angle. Carson manages to get one. Back and forth we go, and it's a 2v2. B site control gain for Nouns, though.
Bomb going down, Molotov with it. Nade will punish, but the kill is there. Boo! I think it is quick switch, and that's going to be the game.
Wow.
That's going to be it. That's going to be the series. Nouns, look, a little tomfoolery in regulation, but when the pedal needs to hit the metal, they race forward, and they win 6 rounds uninterrupted to close that. It was 12-10. They had to run 2 to get us to overtime, and from there...